Welcome to the lecture 7 part 1. In this lecture, we will introduce the concept of logistic regression. Logistic regression model is used to model the probability of a binary class event. For example, whether a student will pass or fail a particular exam, or a particular team will win or lose a football game. If somebody goes through a surgery, whether the patient will be alive or pass away because of the complications for the surgery, healthy or sick, these are all binary class events, and we want to model the probability of these events. Suppose you are an analyst in the bank. You want to help the management to build a model to predict whether a loan applicant will be paying back the capital with interest on time, or the loan will go bad. This is a kind of problem that we want to model using logistic regression. So, how do you approach to solve this kind of model? So, you look into historical data D on an existing customer in the bank's book. So, D is y1 x1, y2 x2, yn xn. So, what is y1? Y1 is 1 if the particular loan is a bad loan, and 0 if it is a good loan. And what is xi? Xi equal to xi1, xi2, xip are the covariates of the predictor or the features of the ith customer in the bank's book. So the covariates could be simply age of the customer, education level of the customer, income level of the customer, what kind of profession the customer is working on, if it is a company, what kind of business they are in. All kind of these informations goes into the xi, or the feature matrix, or the predictor matrix. Now, given the data, given the definition of y and the feature matrix or feature space, there are two kind of problems that typically we try to address. One is which covariates has impact on yi, or which covariates has impact on whether the loan will be a bad loan or good loan. This problem is typically known as the statistical inference problem. And the second problem is for a new loan applicant, I know the feature x naught, x1 naught, x2 naught, xp naught. What is the probability of y naught equal to 1? So given the features, we know that a new loan applicant, what is the age of the new loan applicant, what is the educational attainment, what is the which profession the person is in, what is the income level, etc. Given that, what is the probability that the loan will become a bad loan? That probability we want to compute. If the loan is, the probability of becoming a bad loan is high, we will predict that it is going to be a bad loan with a high probability. And if it is not, if it is low probability, we will say most likely it is going to be a good loan with a high probability. So this is a kind of problem, we call it a prediction problem. So there are two problems. One is statistical inference problem, which try to tell which predictor has an impact on the loan outcome, and the second problem is more direct, the prediction problem. I would just want to predict for a new customer what will be the outcome. I want to predict with certain probability. Now we can model this yi equal to 1 0 as a bad loan or good loan equivalently we can write this as a yi equal to 1 if zi is greater than equal to 0, and 0, that means it's a good loan if it is zi is less than 0. So if a certain unobserved latent score is very high, we will call it it's a bad loan, and if it is on the lower side we will say that it is a good loan. So this is a, and that is the concept of where the credit score comes in. Now what we can do, we can model this zi, that unobserved latent score, as a function of xi transpose beta plus some error epsilon I. Now what we want to model is yi equal to 1. So probability of yi equal to 1, that is effectively probability of zi greater than equal to 0. So if you go back, this is yi equal to 1, that is equivalent to zi equal to 0. So if I am interested probability yi equal to 1, then this is same as probability zi equal to 0. Now what is zi? Zi is xi transpose beta plus epsilon I. Now xi transpose beta plus that means probability of xi transpose beta plus epsilon I is greater than 0. Now I can write this as probability of epsilon I is greater than equal to minus xi transpose beta, or I can simply write probability of epsilon I is strictly less than xi transpose beta by the symmetry of the distribution. I am assuming that epsilon I is a symmetric bell-shaped distribution with a mean at 0. So basically probability yi equal to 1 I is same as probability epsilon I is less than xi transpose beta. This is same thing what we are modeling. Now let's assume this epsilon follow normal 0 1. Then it is known as the Probit model or a logistic regression with the Probit link. Then basically probability of yi equal to 1 is equal to probability epsilon I less than xi transpose beta, which is basically integration minus infinity to xi transpose beta PDF of epsilon I d epsilon I, which is effectively CDF of normal distribution up to xi transpose beta. Now same model we can do, instead of assuming normal distribution epsilon, we can assume a logistic distribution with location 0 and scale 1. Then it is known as logit model or logistic regression with logit link. So probability of yi equal to 1 is equal to probability of epsilon I less than xi transpose beta. Now interestingly, we know the analytically closed form representation of the CDF of logistic distribution. Now the CDF of logistic distribution looks like this. So we just plug in e to the power xi transpose beta divided by 1 plus e to the power xi transpose beta. In the previous plot, so we don't know the CDF of normal distribution or the CDF of Gaussian distribution. So we can write up to this. But in the logistic distribution case, we know the explicit form of the CDF. So we plug in the explicit form of the CDF to be e to the power xi transpose beta by 1 plus e to the power xi transpose beta. So effectively, our model boils down to a logistic regression with logit link, where we can model log p over 1 minus p equal to x transpose beta, where basically x transpose beta is beta naught plus beta 1 x1 plus beta 2 x2 plus dot 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 beta p xp, and logistic regression with probit link is inverse of p or x transpose beta equal to beta naught plus beta 1 x1 plus dot 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 beta p xp. So now the question is, now we have defined the logistic regression, we have and we have defined the logistic regression model for our binary class event problem. The question is how we estimate the beta. If I know the estimate of the beta, then the problem is solved, because if I know the estimate of the beta, all I have to do in here, I will just plug the x value of xi here, and that will give me the probability of yi to be 1, or probability of bad loan. That's all. So if for this problem, if I know the x naught, the value of x naught, all I have to do, I have to just take this x naught, the features matrix or features for the new loan applicant, and then all I have to do, I have to just plug in here, and that will give me the probability of I equal to 1, or the probability of bad loan, or the loan will become a bad in future. So the question is how we estimate the beta. As long as we estimate the beta, we are done. In the next video, I'll discuss the methodology to estimate the beta.